A horrific crash that made international headlines. It's believed the bus that was carrying 46 occupants lost control and plunged into the bridge. It then immediately burst into flames. The bus had a trailer that was believed to have carried flammables that include gas cylinders and paraffin stoves. Residents from the nearby Mmamatlakala village were amongst the first to arrive at the crash scene. They believe had firefighters arrived at the scene earlier, some of the occupants could have survived.
After 30 minutes, really
I got here about 30 minutes after the crash and the bus was just starting to catch fire. We immediately left to a nearby place where we could get cell phone reception and call the police station. The first ambulance that got here found the bus already engulfed and they could not do anything as there were no firefighters. We literally watched the bus occupants burn to ashes. I think had the fire truck arrived earlier, some of the people would have still been alive.
While visiting the scene of the crash, Botswana's President Masisi expressed gratitude for the manner in which South Africa handled the crash.
Here, really, not only to come and see and bear witness to the site where our citizens ended on that fateful day, so we can go back and tell Botswana, or we know where their children ended, but mainly to give thanks to the government of South Africa, led by President Cyril Ramaphosa. Absolute thanks. And everybody who works in his government, the local government led by the Premier, the ministers, the MEC, the various diverse responders who demonstrated to the world what true compassion, excellence of service can be.
His South African counterpart also praised the cooperation shown by both countries.
We were able to work with the government of Botswana in its various iterations. And today we've reflected on that and are grateful that we live in a liberated South Africa, as President Masisi was saying, where the good relations become the oil and the grease that enables us to work well without any friction, without any doubt, without any suspicion. So I'm glad that President Masisi and the First Lady are here and have also enabled me to come to the site so that we can see for ourselves how these souls that were going on a pilgrim were lost.
Authorities say 6 of the 45 bodies have been positively identified and are ready for repatriation. Further, processes to identify the remainder of the deceased are moving with speed.
The 6 have been positively identified, even using the fingerprints. We are expecting their families from Botswana this evening. From tomorrow, the repatriation process will start, so we will be done. Then the remaining, we still remain, is the human remains. The process of tissue sampling has been completed. All the samples have been sent to our DNA laboratory.
From Botswana?
No, the South African, from the remains. Yes. We've done all those tissue sampling, 72 tissue sampling, depending on the body parts that we found. They are already at the lab undergoing their analysis, or they are at an advanced stage. Remember we said our Botswana counterparts will do DNA sample for comparison. They've already completed. They've sent the data to us. We have the data. So we are in the process of comparison. Sooner than what you think, the 2 presidents will be inviting you as they will be handing over the remains.
The Minister of Transport, Sindisiwe Chigunga, says preliminary investigations indicate that the cause of the crash is human factor.
The findings right now are indicating that the cause was human factor related. But remember, we still have to communicate that to the families first before we can actually say it even in the media.
Biman Baloyi